Yo, I just wanted to talk about all the new content that dropped for Borderlands 4 recently, starting specifically with the Takedown. Now, the Takedown is really great. It's a little late, I will say. Honestly, I feel like they should have had something in the game like this Takedown from the start of Borderlands 4. That would have made the end game a lot better in general. But it's very nice to have it now. The one thing that really stood out to me with the Takedown was the mob density. The mob density is like insane. It's higher than anything we've ever seen in Borderlands 4. And it feels really good. Like, that's a good thing. It feels fun. Basically how it works is you can run the Takedown once, and then you can run it at different, what they're calling mayhem levels. Now, the mayhem levels will overrun your UVH level. So if you're at UVH 7 and you go to mayhem 11, that'll be the same as doing mayhem 11 at UVH 4, 3, whatever. Like, UVH just doesn't matter for that. And then there's another way that you can play the Takedown that they call hardcore mode, which basically puts it at a set difficulty. So the difficulty you can't change, but it comes with the addition of not being able to die. Now, if you or any teammate who is doing the Takedown with you dies at all during the Takedown, it will insta restart, and you insta fail the Takedown. Now, I think that the hardcore mode is going to be my new standard of testing Borderlands 4 builds. And the reason why is because Mayhem 20 is pretty fucking hard. Now, it's not hard because, oh, it's, you know, more mobs or anything like that. It's hard because of just the sheer health bars of these things. I think at Mayhem level 20, the enemy's health is increased by 3,000%, whereas in hardcore, it's only 1,300%. So you have quite a lot more health to get through, and the reason why I don't think I'll be using Mayhem 20 as like my baseline for builds is because that would eliminate so many builds. Like, there's only so many builds that have the damage to run through Mayhem 20 with no problems, and I don't want to be limited to those types of builds because I like building with stuff generally that isn't the best and is just more fun to use. Things like Trouble, things like well, I was gonna say Amon's Forge Axes, because those were not great, but now there are some builds coming out that make them pretty good. So anyway, I think that's gonna be my new standard for testing builds, takedowns on hardcore mode. But I'm really curious to hear what you guys think, if you think that's a good idea, or if you want to see some builds at Mayhem 20. Now, of course, there are going to be some builds that are just ridiculously strong enough that you can do them at Mayhem 20, no problem, and all of that stuff. But the hardcore is generally where I'm going to leave my consensus for my builds and where I'm going to be testing, because I want to be able to play around with everything in the game, and I think that that just is a good baseline. Yeah, so that's pretty much about the Takedown. Now, they did add in the Circle of Slaughter, and they didn't mention that they were going to do that, and the Circle of Slaughter is like this little cool arena you can see here, and just more basically mobbing. Now, a complaint that I've seen is that all of this is just order mobbing, so it is kind of the same idea of stuff that we've seen before and done before, but, you know, more additions to the endgame of Borderlands 4 are always welcome in my book. So the Circle of Slaughter, very happy to see that, and I think it's a great addition. I think it's fun, especially because it's free. I have a lot of friends who don't have the DLC, so being able to place new stuff with them is really fun. And speaking of the DLC, that makes me move on to Zane's paid DLC, the Zane's Arcade DLC, okay? Now, I thought personally, I liked the story. I liked the world. There wasn't a lot like to do. When I finished the DLC, I kind of went, that's it. By the way, I won't be dropping any spoilers here or anything, but it was a little shorter than I expected, and you kind of don't really do a lot in it, but it was fun. It has like a cute story, that's fine. If you are paying for that and you do want the story, it's like $6 or whatever it is for just a story pretty much, and the new weapons you get. And I haven't found any weapons that I'm like mind blown about that I really think are game changing or like so insanely fun to use. There are some good weapons that I found where I'm like, nice, I might, you know, start using this one. but that's about it. So, you know, for $6, I think it's fine. You know, it's not knocking me out of the park. If I didn't pay for it, would I pay $6 for it? Not really sure. That's kind of up to you as well. But that's my thoughts on that DLC. So this drop was fucking, holy shit. This drop was like long overdue. We needed something like this in the game for a while, especially because it's looking like for the rest of the roadmap, it's looking like the content drops are going to end potentially in September. That's when they will have released everything they have announced that they have planned to release for Borderlands 4, including the new character, Loveless, who was also teased. So that character looks really fucking cool. I'm honestly more excited for Loveless than I was about Cash, to be honest. Just her action skill abilities, like teased at the end and what they look like a lot of fun, and they look like a character I would really like. So I'm really excited for Loveless. But I am a little concerned that once Loveless comes out, there won't be any more content for Borderlands 4. And that would be really unfortunate. I will still be making a few builds here and there, ones that I think are fun. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. But that's really all I got for you in this video. I just kind of wanted to talk about all the new content drops, all the new exciting shit that's coming to fucking Borderlands 4. Let's go. I'm pretty excited for all of it. I am very excited for Loveless. The Takedown was really cool, and I'm excited to mess around with some of the new class mods as well, because some of them look pretty interesting. So I will be making builds for those, but I am going on a trip, so I will be doing that over the next coming couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe if you're not, so you can see that right away. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy all the new content. Please feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think about it. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.